So you have a goal, and when we're not executing on that goal, we like to chalk it up to us being lazy or procrastinating or just not wanting it bad enough. So then you sit down, you look at yourself in the mirror and you say, I'm going to try harder. So then you push yourself with new routines, new systems. You give it everything you have and you hit a wall, or you procrastinate, or you just completely burn out. Sometimes discipline is not the issue. Sometimes it's your nervous system trying to protect you. Your nervous system is actively trying to protect you from your goals. Ain't that crazy? I'm fighting against myself. Your brain does not care about you leveling up or achieving that goal or doing great things in this life. Your brain really just cares about survival. Going back to when we were cave ladies and cave fellas, to our biological wiring, anything that's seen as unfamiliar, even if it's a massive positive change, it gets registered as an active mental threat. So when you try to take a huge leap forward into a beautiful new reality, your conscious mind gets excited, but your nervous system reads the sudden shift in your environment and panics. So you think you're fighting a lack of discipline or motivation, but in reality, you're fighting your physiological defense system. Your brain is like holding its breath because you have not prepared your internal container for what you're asking it to hold. So think about it like this. You're demanding a high performance output, but your subconscious programming is still at that baseline that supports your past. So to fix this, we have to stop trying to overpower our biology with willpower. Instead, we have to recalibrate our mental approach. The first thing we can do is practice cognitive appraisal shifting. So when we're about to do something big, our mind triggers this wave of resistance. And then we start talking like, oh, I can't do this, or this is too much. And then most people try to fight the negative talk with positive self-talk. And then they start saying stuff like, well, I'm a champion and I'm a winner. Let me tell you something. Your nervous system sees right through that. Instead, we're going to use a psychology tool called appraisal shifting. You acknowledge the resistance by calling it what it is, data. And literally, all you do is call it out. And you say this: my brain is generating fear right now because it detects a change in my baseline. And then you say, okay, this is not a sign of failure. This is just proof that I'm at the edge of my comfort zone. You mentally reframe the anxiety as neutral. The threat signal turns into a growth signal. Next, we need to microdose the unfamiliar. Another reason why your mind is always trying to fight you is because you're trying to change everything at once. In psychology, they call it exceeding your window of tolerance. So if you think about your current level of volume being at a 3, and you try to crank that thing up to a 10, your subconscious is going to be like, whoa, baby, hold on. Wait a minute. So we need to microdose the unfamiliar. For me, I say it's nice to like stretch your capacity maybe 10% above your comfort zone. So like if you've never done public speaking, you wouldn't go sit on a panel at Essence or go do a TED Talk, but you may go speak to some high schoolers. You're giving your brain consistent proof that a 10% increase is safe. And once you do that enough times, that 10% increase becomes your new baseline. Last thing I'm going to leave you with is scheduled de-catastrophizing. When you're trying to step into a bigger version of yourself, sometimes your mind will put on a loop the worst case scenarios. Your mind will spend huge amounts of unconscious energy trying to protect you from hypotheticals, and then it leaves you exhausted before you even start. So to stop this, you have to bring those fears into the light. Literally do this all the time. Give yourself like 5 minutes to play out the worst case scenario. And then by creating a conscious strategy for your worst case scenarios, you show your subconscious mind that you're capable of surviving the outcome. Because really your brain is just searching for answers. You're removing the ambiguity that your nervous system thrives on, therefore allowing it to relax and allowing you to execute. All right, y'all. If nobody told you today, I love you. And I will see you in the next video.